Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are really very sorry. Again, we have a technical itch today, where a lot of people are having issues logging in. However, we'll start the session now. Inshallah, today is going to go on well, inshallah, by the grace of God. As we normally do, could you please invite your family and friends to join us? It's another episode of All You Will Believe. Today is the 191 episode of All You Will Believe. And inshallah, we have a very important discussion today around what's been going on with the rebuild of the mosque. There's going to be a lot of updates. And just before we go into that fully, I'd like to tell you to please invite your friends, family, loved ones, put the joining link on your DP and tell them it's time for All You Will Believe. Also, the new Call the Hasana campaign. The Call the Hasana campaign is still on. It's no longer new. We've been talking about this for a long time. The Call the Hasana campaign is still on. If you want to donate, if you want to lend us a goodly loan, please do contact the President, Honorable Abdul Oladejo, or the Prof, or any of our Imams, Imam Tajuddin Salami. And also, as I said last week, the third edition of a class, our e-newsletter is being cooked and will be out any moment from now. We're working really hard on it, and inshallah, it promises to be a very interesting edition and very useful edition. So I would say, look out for a class, inshallah. And this is also, again, to welcome all new members to the Man UK community, and to say that we hope you find your membership an inspiring and useful one. And this is also calling on others who are still thinking to join the association, because there's a lot we can gain being a member. There's a lot you can contribute. And also, Man UK is still inviting you. Today, inshallah, there will be an update on what's been going on with the mosque. And also, it's an opportunity for whoever wants to see how far the project has gone to please just come along. And inshallah, we are really happy to welcome you to the site to see how much your contributions have achieved and how much is left to be achieved, so that you can be inspired to give more, inshallah. And as always, we need volunteers. People who can help us in the mosque collections. And if you know you are available and you are able to help us, please contact Alhaji Abdurrahman Hamade to ask about that and see how you can contribute to that. And also remember to sign the gift aid. The gift aid is a way for us to maximize your donations to the rebuild of the mosque and your donation generally to the mosque. So please do remember to always sign the gift aid, so that your donation would achieve the best, inshallah. And also, we are compiling a list of volunteers at the mosque. It's a voluntary list. If you want to be listed on the, and it's a voluntary list, but you must know that it's going to be a very useful list for the community, for the mosque, and generally to achieve our collective objectives. So please do contact the mosque to sign the register. I think you need to contact either Brother Ishao Iletu to do that. And also remember to enroll your kids at the Man UK Markaz. There are still slots available for students who are wanting to join the Markaz. And talking about the Markaz, I'll go straight to the next thing that we always do. I know you will believe. I'll call one of our students to give us the beautiful recitation of the Holy Quran. Ismail, are you ready?
Yes, ma.
Salaam alaikum.
Walaikum salam. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قد سمع الله قول التي تجادلك في زوجها وتشتكي إلى الله والله يسمع تهاوركما إن الله سميع بصير الذين يظاهرون منكم من نسائهم ما هن أمهاتهم إن أمهاتهم إلا اللائي ولدنهم وإنهم ليقولون منكرا من القول وزورا وإن الله لعفو غفور والذين يظاهرون من نسائهم ثم يعودون لما قالوا فتحرير رقبة من قبل أن يتماسا ذلكم توعظون به والله بما تعملون خبير فمن لم يجد فصيام شهرين متتابعين من قبل أن يتماسا فمن لم يستطع فإطعام 60 مسكينا ذلك لتؤمنوا بالله ورسوله وتلك حدود الله وللكافرين عذاب أليم إن الذين يحادون الله ورسوله كبتوا كما كبت الذين من قبلهم وقد أنزلنا آيات بينات وللكافرين عذاب مهين يوم يبعثهم الله جميعا فينبئهم بما عملوا أحصاه الله ونسوه والله على كل شيء شهيد صدق الله العظيم.
Sadaqallahu Azim. Thank you very much, Ismail, for that beautiful recitation of the Holy Quran. May Allah bless you by that reading, and may Allah bless every single one of us that have listened to you, your parents, your teacher, and everybody listening wherever they are listening. Thank you so much, Ismail. And with that, I'd like to quickly hand over to our moderator, our Professor Masud Badiri, to take us through today, inshallah. And just before I hand over to Prof, let me say that today we're going to have we are going to have a surprise announcement on the program. So please do stay till the end so that you can also be part of that, inshallah. So Prof, Assalamu alaikum, sir.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. جزاكم الله خير الجزاء. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. We thank Almighty Allah for all His mercies upon us, and also we thank, everyone who has been behind this program since its inception. You know, say today is 191 edition, so we have come so far. May Allah continue to strengthen every one of us, inshallah. We have to start the program today by thanking everyone, who has been contributing to the Old Kent Road Mosque and Islamic Cultural Center Rebuild project. Because as you will see on the poster, today we are looking at, the project and financial update. We know that we raise funds on this platform, frequently, and we do talk about the project a lot. But it's essential that, from time to time, we give full updates, to all our membership and all the public, actually, because it's a public project, so that people will continue to build confidence and they will know where we are. So as I said, we thank everyone who has been donating, contributing to the project, both financially, morally, and spiritually. We are all in this together. May Allah continue to assist every one of us. So what we are going to have today is, we're having our directors, actually. First, the project director, Honorable Majid Adeshino Alabi, to give us an update on the project, where we are with the project. And then we have, the project accountant, Honorable Kazim Abiola Ogushola, who will also give us an update about the financial situation. Then lastly, the chairperson for fundraising, Alhaja Bilkis Savage, will also have an opportunity to give us an update about the work of the fundraising committee, what is upcoming, and also perhaps also to thank all those who have been contributing to the fundraising activities. So we have a full program today, so we'll try as much as possible to maximize time. We have three major people speaking. Maybe if, each person can speak for maybe 10 minutes, I think that will be fine, not more than 10 minutes, so that we have time for responses, feedbacks, and also contributions. Jazakumullah khairan jaza. So I will now move on quickly. Let's have an overview, a feedback, an update on the whole project itself by listening to Honorable Majid Additional Alabi on the project update. Bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We thank Almighty Allah for giving us the opportunity to witness the 191 episode today. We thank all the members for giving us the opportunity to serve the community. I want to confirm if you see my video, is it? Can you confirm it, sir?
No, I don't think it's up now. Okay. We can't see your...
We can see you.
You can see me, okay.
We can see you, but not your... What?
Okay, I'm going to share that.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
just want to follow, first of all, after thanking Almighty Allah, and then we praise the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that give us the guidance to know what to do and when to do and where to do it. And after that, I will need to thank the management of Wood Control Mosque. I'm talking about the leadership for giving me the opportunity to serve the community. Thank you so much for that. And after that, I will thank our amiable, hardworking, dedicated Professor Mashood Baderi for doing this job for over 181. If one is still counting, you're going to lose the counting. So thank you so much for creating your time. Even when you are busy, you try as much as possible to come along. And I thank all the members that used to join you, commencing from Professor Dr. Alawiye, Imam Wajikanle, Imam Dr. Kasim Bedebuke, and all the people that used to join you when you are not available. Thank you for doing that. And then I will thank our present president, the Honorable President Abdul Jalil Oladejo, for deemed fit to continue from where immediate past President Eli finished. Thank you so much for carrying the community. We quickly now share, and then I want to thank, because Paul said we need to thank the donors. We need to thank them. Without their donation, we won't be able to get to where we are today. Thank you so much, because it's not easy to make a donation, especially when it comes to money. But because we believe what Allah said in Surah Al-Baqarah, when you make a donation, He has promised that it's going to double it. It's going to be multiple. So may Almighty Allah continue to enrich your pocket and be part of Ibadah for you in the year after. Let me quickly share my slide so that I can let the people know how far we've gone and what we have done from demolition up to the brickwork. Give me a second to share the document. Yeah. I want to confirm if you have seen I want to confirm if you have seen my slide.
Well, it's blank now. It shows you are trying to share, but the screen is blank.
It's blank. It's going to come up now.
Okay.
Is it coming up?
Yes, it's up now.
Okay. Yes, what I want us to bring us to the memory of the project, the beginning of the project. We commenced the phase 1 by demolition, frame structure, concrete work up to the 5th floor. What we are trying to achieve, we want to achieve the 7 floors, including the basements and the ground floor. And then because of the fund, we decided to break the project into 3 phases. And Alhamdulillah, phase 1 has been completed. That's the frame structure and demolition and concrete work. Now we're moving into phase 2. You can see the beauty of the old building existing, the old building before demolition. Now, after completing the phase 1, we're now moving into phase 2. And what do we want to achieve in phase 2? Because of the unaffordability of the fund, we want to achieve for the occupation of the basement, the ground floor, and the first floor. And because of that one, we now comment on the brickwork. The brickwork is to cover all the openings within the basement, the ground floor, and the first floor. And towards end of September last year, we decided to invite the contractor to commence on the brickwork only. That's about 20% on the phase 2. And then the contractor has commenced the brickwork, and you can see it on the picture. The basement, we have achieved desired height, even more than the headroom, over 3 meters from the ground floor. And then we have put all the internal partition on the basement, and we have moved into the ground floor where we have done all the brickworks and we create the opening. And what we want to achieve is to be able to have our normal services, that is having the prayers, the 5-time daily prayer, and at the same time having our normal Sunday Aslatu. And we felt that the basement and the ground floor should be able to do that purpose for us. But because of the fund, we could be able to do only the brickwork. And that's what you're seeing on the slide. All the brick walls, all the openings have been done. To the extent on the ground floor, we are trying to convert the commercial, you can see that on the picture, that is the commercial aspect of the ground floor, where we're going to have the shops and some other commercial aspects. But we are converting it now to achieve a bigger hall. If you remember how we used the ground floor in the old building, so that we could be able to serve the purpose. And because of that one, we are just trying to make sure that we are converting the retail, the commercial unit to the open space so that we could be able to have our prayer there. And then after that, we're moving into the first floor. And the first floor is just to creating an opening, cover the opening so that we could be able to, get the building into the purpose. You could see the most important thing on this project now is about fund, and that's what we're trying to demonstrate in the phase 2 plus. We need 3 million. At the moment now, what we have expended out of it is less than 20% of it, and that's the brickwork. We will appreciate if our members and the general public can contribute so that we could be able to move into the building. Our own plan through the management of Old Country is to have the building, the ground floor, basement, and first floor completed on or before October. And due to that one, we are trying as much as possible to have a chat with our contractor. And the contractor is ready now. They have given us all the options. Even we have the option up to option 2. I mean, under the phase 2 plus, we have different options. The first option is to achieve our basement, the ground floor, and the first floor. The second option that in case, if we cannot get the fund, the 3 million, if we can able to get the 2 million, we could be able to achieve the basement and the ground floor. If you have the basement and the ground floor, that will be enough for us to do our normal services that we used to do on the temporary and the old building. But because of the unaffordability of the fund, that's the only thing we can do. But at the moment now, the contractor has completed all the brickwork. And you could say that all the brickwork from the basement and the ground floor. So at the moment now, that is the stage of the project at the moment. And we put all our hope to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because we couldn't believe that we can get to this level. But alhamdulillah, today we were able to get to that. But the management of Old Kentro Mosque still have it in mind that we could be able to achieve of moving to the new building by end of October, inshallah. It's achievable if you have the fund today. It's just a matter of erecting all the scaffolding from the ground floor to the last floor and putting all the, the brick walls and then cover the opening, because we can't use any part of the building if the building is not watertight. You can see that we have a lot of opening in that building. We got 2 staircases and we have 2 lifts. Those areas are opening, big opening, apart from the windows and curtain walling openings we have. And those are the openings that we need to cover so that the building can be watertight. The good news about it, we have contacted the Southern Council Planning and they said it's achievable. And the only way we can do that, we have the building watertight and we follow all the health and safety to make the building habitable for us. And that's the only update I have for now. If there's going to be any question, I'm going to sit back to answer the question. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to serve the community. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Honorable Project Director, thank you so much for that update. We really appreciate you. We know really this is the benefit of having a professional in-house. I mean, if, for example, we wanted to have a consultant to do this for us, we know it's going to cost us a lot of money. So we appreciate your effort and the update. And it's very, very clear from your presentation that we are making progress, even those small steps. But definitely we are making progress. I mean, from what I can see that there have been significant progress from when we visited the site sometime in February. So I think it's a very good thing to know. So inshallah, I mean, we're looking for 3 million, as you rightly said, to be able to complete the phase 2 plus. Perhaps maybe when we hear the financial update, we will know where we are in that regard so that we know how we can push ourselves a little bit further. But before we go to the financial aspect, maybe in order to take it in sections, are there any questions that anyone wants to ask the project director from their presentation? So that, people don't forget. Any questions for the project director? Project director, pardon?
I said I can't see any questions, sir.
Okay, let me ask, the project director, this is just, out of interest. You can see that the brickwork, some of them are brown bricks, some of them are black. Is there any reason why, or is this just what is available?
Thank you for asking. We have different types that has been approved by the Southern Council.
Okay.
Those dark ones are the one on the basement, because it can go along with the basement. Those red one is the one on the upper floor, because of the nature of of the ground, and at the same time the sustainability. Because when you have the brickwork, the intention of having a brickwork is to prevent the weather to the building. And you can see in England, we don't normally use paint externally. And that's why you see the historic, the fabric, the building fabric in UK is totally different from other parts of the Europe because of the nature of the weather. And at the same time, we need to comply with the sustainability, how we can sustain the building for a long period. What you're saying on the brickworks, there is actually, if you come to the site, the block wall was done. Those ones that we used to say 6 inches or 9 inches was erected. On the face of it, we have the brickwork.
Yeah.
The purpose of the brickwork is to put add the value to the face of the wall, and at the same time, because of the weather, we put the installation. We put the wall installation after the block wall before the brick. You will not be able to see that. And that's why you see most of the new building, they don't need to put more gas, burning heating in the house, because the house is already insulated.
Insulated, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And our own building is going to serve for a long time. We are not looking at the building, the functional life is going to be like 20 years or 30 years. No, it's going to be almost 100 years. And that was the reason why we adopted the kind of the foundations we are putting into that building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jazakumullah khairan jaza. Thank you so much. May Allah continue to strengthen you. May Allah continue to make it easy for every one of us. Now let's go to the financial update. So, Honorable Abiola.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. We'd like to follow protocol as observed by Alhaji Alabi. So I'll be doing the financial updates. So can we confirm you can see my screen, please?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, thank you, sir. The phase 2 fundraising. We completed the phase 1 July 2022. So, and immediately, just a few months later, we started setting up this particular report. So, as the money is coming in, so I will give update of what is going on. So, the 437,000 they received so far between October 2022 to date. Income from various sources stem from the monthly direct debit, standing order, bricks of Baraka, gift aid, launch good, PayPal, then the OKR businesses, the mosque collection. Those are the combination of those income amounted to that 437. The Ramadan fundraising, we had one on the members one. I think we had one on 17th of March where we raised 20,000 pounds. And there's another one that included the mosque users. Now we raised 12,000 on that day. And then the Ramadan, the OU Believe Ramadan donation, that's 15,999. And some other income comes into, because total of 61,000 was raised during Ramadan, which includes that the 32,060, 15,000 from Ramadan. Then there are other big donation too, making up for that. Then the SAF, the weekly SAF, that's the amount that we received so far. Oh, I know some of them because, like we've been saying, because of reference, I know that figure should have been higher than that, but some of those income that comes in, there's no reference there. So we just accounted for it, but not properly allocated correctly. Then the youth fuel are the youth initiative. So far, that's what we received, 10,022. Then the total spend from October to date is 408,013. Out of that, 226,000 was paid to our main contractor. Then the consultant will pay 21,000, and the rent for the temporary accommodation accounted for 97,000. So all other figure there are the figure for the media, renovation costs, software, and fundraising expenses for all the fundraising that we have within those periods. Then I'll come to core Arsenal. Today we've had 486,000. Core Arsenal started in 2022. And because we had a 2-year period, even though some people have collected their money within 1 year, but it's the standard period was for 2 years. So we pay some people for at least in the next, I would say in the next maybe 6 months now, like 165,000 will be repaid unless they extended it. Unless they extend it. So 165,000 will be going back. And during the year so far, we've received 72,000 as called the Arsenal to date. So that on that, and the bank balance that we have is 290,000. We have 290,000 in the account. So I think that's just the main thing really. So that's where we are. So we have 290 in the account, and we have a loan of 486 because when we were getting the phase 1, when we're in the process of phase 1 projects, we do not have enough money in the account. We have to use the core Arsenal to pay off some of the contracts and the consultant there. I think, yeah, that's me there. Thank you very much for listening. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullahu khaira jaza, project accountant, for helping us, keep the books. Now, we've tried. The first phase course completed, that's behind us, but that's just for information. But as we know, phase 2 plus, we're intending to raise 3 million, and they have indicated every money that has come in. Now, it's from the accounts, total donations received is 521,000. That's about 17.4%, about 17.5% of the 3 million we are looking for. And we also have Karat Hassan of 486. Now, can you move up a bit, please?
Okay.
Yes, we have Karat Hassan of 486. So, what we are saying, what we are looking at is with all donations, the charity received, the Sadaqat received, plus Karat Hassan, what we have received is over £1 million. Is that?
Yeah, if you call, yes, over £1 million. Yes, sir. You are correct.
It's over £1 million if we join it together. Now,
Yes.
but I mean, I want you to, you see, for a little bit of clarity, because I mean, I know we have people, very intelligent people who look at numbers here and want to be transparent about this. Maybe there's a little need to make things a little bit clearer. Because see, look, if we say, I know that, I mean, this Qard Hassan didn't only start during phase 2. Qard Hassan has been coming in even during phase 1, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
The reason I'm telling you this is this. If you do not make that clear, because I mean, as a logical person, if one just look, people will just crunch the numbers together. People will say that, okay, donation is 521. Qard Hassan is 486. You have received about £1 million. And you are telling us that the total spend is 408,000. What did you use the remaining 600,000 for? Did you get my point?
Yeah.
So this is why there's need for clarity. I mean, this is because, I mean, you look at the numbers, say, okay, within this period, so you have got donations of 521. You got Qard Hassan 486. That's over £1 million. Now you are telling us that, I mean, total spend in phase 2 is 408. That's the remaining over 500,000. How are we using that? So I think it's very, very important, I mean, to make things a little bit clearer, because I'm saying this because of, I mean, I know things are clear, but I mean, we need to make it clearer. Somebody might look at it and may not say anything. Say, but no, she no way. What it be 1,480 no lori iṣẹ́. Gbogbo ètò kù nǹkan wọn sọ fún wa bá ṣe náà now. So it's really, I think it's important that we clarify the Qard Hassan. Qard Hassan is not new. Maybe you have to break it down. Qard Hassan during the second phase, so that we know, you know, how much Qard Hassan came in during the second phase, so that we don't mix it together. You know, so, and there's little of, I don't know whether, I'm not an accountant, but I mean,
you're making sense, sir. But the only reason why I'm putting it there, the whole thing there is, it's still a liability to us, so that we know that money, even though we've been getting that money before the completion of the phase 1, is still outstanding that we need to pay it back.
I know, I get you totally, you know. I mean, it's a liability, but before it's a liability, it is an asset first. We have got the money. You know, people want to know what we use it for, so that we know when we want to pay it back. You know, so this is why it's if you are talking about it as a liability, I mean, reasonable people will ask, okay, it's a liability we have to pay for, but what did we use it for? How did we use it? You know, if you have had 486,000, I mean, it's important to clarify, okay, you know, 486,000, I'm so, but Emma Shishiro, don't mix it up. Out of the 486,000, some of the spend is in the phase 1 cost. It has been spent in the phase 1. Do you get the point? Okay. So that it becomes clearer. Phase 1, then Qard Hassan phase 2. Let people know. So that, I mean, I don't know whether I'm making sense here.
Yeah. Okay, sir. All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so Jazakumullah khairan. I don't want to make your work difficult, but it's because of transparency. I'm just trying to make things as transparent as possible for people. Yes. Any questions? We are on finance now. Any questions, please?
Please raise your hand if you want to ask a question, please. We don't have any question yet, sir.
Okay. Jazakumullah khairan jaza. You know, we really need to thank everyone. I mean, we have not done badly. I mean, it can only get better. You know, we know times are hard. Money is very difficult to come by. But to be able to raise charity of 521,000, I mean, $500,000 within this period, it's really commendable. And as they say, little drops of water makes the mighty ocean. And this is why, you know, we don't, even if you have £1, don't feel shy about it. Or everything adds up together, you know. So even though we're anticipating big donations, it does not exclude those who can make small or moderate donations. Everything adds up together. So while we thank everyone who has been part of this donations, we want to call on every one of us, it's not over until it is over. This is what they say, it's not over until it is over. We continue to ask. Sometimes, I try to caution myself because I also know that, people are trying and you don't want to put too much pressure. But we'll continue to ask and ask until the project is over. So we continue to call, all our members, everyone, all Muslims across the world who are listening, this is our project. Let's keeping up with the donations. May Allah make it easy for every one of us. And also, Qadr Hassan is still open. We call on everyone, please. So let's continue supporting the good work that is being done. Project accountant, thank you so much. May Allah reward you and put it in your mizan and khai. Now, okay. Now let's move on to Alaja Bilkis Savage, the chair of fundraising, for her own updates. Alaja, Bismillah.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. I greet you all in the best of greeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam
wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Peace and blessings of this period be with you and your family. Today, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. All protocol observed. I don't want to waste time, but I want to thank Allah for giving us today to be able to dedicate today for updates and to dedicate for appreciation and to thank everybody that has been part of our journey to donate to build our mosque. As Prof started, we want to give updates, we want to appreciate. And the update has been given where we are, and both on the progress of the building and both on the progress of the financial updates. And the key points I wanted to use my presentation for is, as Prof just said, we appreciate every penny that's been given in rebuilding the mosque. We know times are hard. We know majority of the donation we've received are from members, public, both members of man, organizations, both Muslims, Christians, that have donated to build this mosque. Only Allah can reward you.